comfort. It's only the friend to the tongue. And the rest of the body has to endure all of that poison that we put in that the tongue likes. And now we're seeing the results of it. We should be thankful when we get diabetes. We should be thankful when we get high blood pressure and heart disease. Because all those are those little indicator lights on your dashboard in your car saying, you need to stop. Because if you don't stop, sooner or later the engine's going to shut down. And when the engine shuts down, that's when y'all come to me. Dr. Baruch, the doctor said I got about 3 weeks, and I better do something. I'm like, why do you wait till now? Why do you wait till now? Why do you give me the hard work? You know, why can't you come to me when you're still fit and fine, right? You come to me when you all broke down, and then you want me to work the mirror, and then the family gets mad at me. Well, see, she didn't make it. Yeah, well, that's because of all the things that she's been doing up until that point. So sure, we help a lot of people. We turn a lot of people's lives around. You know, and this is the quiet story. Because nobody goes bragging and boasting about, yeah, I overcame cancer and I did it through eating healthy. But you'll hear about the stories about people that die. You'll hear about those negative stories. So we need to perpetuate more of this positive information. You've got samples of food that is going around for you to try it. Healthy food was given a bad rep by who? Bad for you food. Bad for you food industry gave healthy food a bad rep so that they could sell more. Okay? So let me give you another example. How many of y'all after church, what's the after church, ceremony? You got to go to the buffet. You done got filled up with the Spirit. Now you need to fill up the belly, right? So now you fill up your belly, and now you do the math, because we're all, is there anybody who's not intelligent in here? Okay, good. Good. Glad nobody put their hand up. When you go to the buffet, you spend $8 to get what? A plate of food? Is it one plate of food? It's all you can eat. For $8, you can get a dead chicken, a dead pig, a dead cow, some dead fish. You can get the macaroni and cheese, the greens, the cake, the cornbread, Kool-Aid, soda. You got the bathroom right there. You can keep on unloading and reloading, right? You swear you getting over. I'm getting over on the day. I did 8 plates. I'm good. Roll me out to the car, right? Now, if you've ever gone and purchased organic raspberries, it's about the same price. What does it take to raise organic raspberries? Water, dirt, water, seed, sunlight, air. That's it. No human intervention. Now for that meal at the buffet, you got to kill a cow, a chicken, a pig, a fish. You got to do all that other stuff, all of that. And it costs $8. You do the math. Somebody is underwriting the cost of bad for you food. Do you get it? You think you're getting over. Somebody is underwriting the cost of that food, and you're going in there and you're being suckered into eating it. And who do you think is underwriting the cost? I'm sorry for getting emotional, man. I love my people. Who do you think is underwriting the cost? The pharmaceutical drug dealers. The pharmaceutical drug dealers in the American medical establishment are underwriting the cost of bad for you food. So you sit there thinking you're getting over, you are a candidate in waiting. And then you get where they have pre-diabetic symptoms. They can look at your credit card and tell you whether you're going to have pre-diabetics. You've been going to the buffet yet, you'll have pre-diabetics. We're going to put you on this pre-diabetic medication, but keep doing what you're doing because you look healthy and everything's all right. You broke down. We need to stop this cycle. And for those of us, some of us used to deal drugs, right? Some of us had some sordid histories. I know I stood on a corner a couple times, right? And the markup on a drug was, was 100%, right? That was reasonable. I know some of y'all up there in Prince George just kind of I went to school. Some of y'all did that. So now, again, check this out. 100% markup. Now look at the markup on pharmaceutical drugs. Anybody ever heard of Xanax? Xanax is for people that are experiencing what? Depression. When we had depression back in the day, what would we do? You go give grandma a hug. And you lay all up on grandma, and she make you feel that she rub on your head, lay up on the breast, on the leg cheeks, lay up on the leg cheeks. And it would make you feel better. And then she said, baby, I'm going to fix you some cake, some cookies. No chicken. Cake and some cookies. So she would fix that for you, and you would feel better grandma, that's why I love you. Because you know always what to do and what to say. Now we take Xanax for depression, and if that's not depressing enough, the markup on Xanax, somebody give me a try. What do you think is the markup on Xanax?
300%.
Come on now, y'all going high now. 2,000%, what else, huh? 200%, 300, 400%? It's 500. Everybody listen. No. Y'all gotta listen. Everybody listen. It's 569,000%. Go look it up for yourself. It's 569,000%. We are being suckered.
Damn sure is.
We're being suckered, and we got to stop. Start putting what's healthy inside of you. Stop being so bullheaded about that's what I've always eaten, and that's what I need to eat, and that's what tastes good, that's what I'm accustomed to. Again, the bad for you food companies have made good food. When you eat good, you think you're going to go to the bathroom a lot, right? You think it's going to taste bad, and you think it's going to be expensive, right? You try. Go talk to somebody who just had their prostate removed and ask them, well, how expensive is it really to eat healthy or as compared to getting your prostate removed? Man, everybody who's had their prostate removed would eat healthy today if they had a chance to do it all over again. Breast cancer, colon cancer, all of it. So we have to be mindful of it, okay? I'm sorry I got a little, excited.
Hey.
I got a little excited. I love y'all so much.
This is why I don't want to. This is why we do what we do, because I'm not done with you. I want to hear some more. I done knocked my battery out here. Testing 1, 2. There we go. I'm good, Doc. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we do it. We used to do the health series every month, and I said, Doc, we got serious problems. We need to start doing this health series every week. How many of you ladies in here have fibroids? Ladies, come in, Doc. And then fellas, I'm going to talk to you about your sexuality in a minute.
That's right.
Yes.
Right, fibroids. Before I get to that, Dr. Baruch, you were talking about the tongue. And it's interesting because in our dance classes, we talk about that the largest muscle group in the body is gluteal muscles. And people are kind of out of touch with that. But it's interesting that the strongest muscles in the body, the strongest muscle is really the tongue. And that what ends up happening, why I say it's the strongest muscle, is because it dictates everything else, even the size of the gluteal muscle. Because we decide that that's what's going to dictate what we do. Now, what's really interesting about what Dr. Baruch said was that we could possibly change what we're going to eat. But Dr. Baruch, a lot of people say that's very difficult.
Sure.
Because we've gotten accustomed to having a certain flavor, usually salt and usually sweet. But I'm going to tell you a story. I grew up in a health food store. My parents had the first black-owned health food store in New York. And this was really interesting because my father was not a vegetarian until he had a health crisis. And pain is a hell of a motivator.
Right.
It's usually what will change your life. Don't wait until that point. But what happened was he had gallstones, and he went into the hospital, and they told him, we're going to have to take your gallbladder out. So this was before I was born. And they took his gallbladder out, and he kept asking them, because he's a man of science, he's a biologist, and he was like, well, what is causing this? What's going on? I need to know. He's a thinking guy. Nobody would tell him. None of the doctors would talk to him. They kind of shut you out. They're like, well, this is just what we need to do, sir. Sign these papers, blah, blah, blah. He wakes up later, he has no gallbladder. One Indian doctor who was left behind, who was a medical student, when everyone left the room, said, look, I'm going to tell you something. Don't say I said this, because I'll deny that I said this, but it's what you're eating that's making the difference. We don't get any training in nutrition, but it's what you're eating. And it's the fats that you're eating, like meats, etc., that are causing this problem. He said we're having this problem in India, too, now, that they're industrializing the food. We never used to have this. But don't tell, he was looking over his shoulder like the mafia was going to come get him. Don't tell anybody what I said to you. And I swear to you, my hand to God, and one day I'm going to bring my dad. We'll have to talk to him.
Great.
Maybe we have to call in or something, right? Because, this is in the 60s, okay? That day, he decided to become a vegetarian. And that was before I was born. He never again ate one piece of meat, no dairy, no nothing, a vegan, completely that day. That means that in 24 hours, you could change your eating habits. It's proof positive that we say, oh, it's difficult. I don't know if I can do that. I can't give up my chicken.